It's corned beef season. Yes, every year in the weeks leading up to St. Patrick's Day on March 17th, Aldi's has which is like my favorite supermarket, Aldi's always has a terrific sale on corned beef point cut. $1.99 a pound. Unbelievable. So, of course, this year, like I do in all the other years, I've stocked up on the corned beef. Now, by the way, when you buy it, make sure it's the point cut, not the flat cut. The point cuts are the ones that are on sale, so just look for that green label. Anyway, they're always on sale. So this year, like I say, I stocked up, and I've already eaten a few corned beefs with boiled cabbage, and I boiled them. And you know what? I like it. I like boiled corned beef and cabbage, but you know, too much of it, it can get boring. So today, I'm going to go for something different. I'm going to prepare maple syrup, smoked maple syrup corned beef. So instead of boiling it, I'm going to smoke it on my Weber kettle grill, and I'm going to use maple. Of course, this is the main ingredient, is maple syrup. Now, one thing, make sure what you use is real maple syrup, not maple flavored syrup, maple syrup. This is organic, it's 100%. So that's the key ingredient. Now I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of this. I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. I emphasize smoked, because, believe me, between paprika and smoked paprika, there is a difference. So be sure you use smoked paprika. So a tablespoon of that. 2 tablespoons of ground peppercorn. Now, guess what, though? Instead of that, you could substitute, let's see, it should be in the pack here. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is, up here. There's they always have packets in these corned beefs of spices, so you could substitute that for the pepper. Now I'm going to also use 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and now this is up to you. I'm give it a little spiciness. I'm going to use for this particular one, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of spicy Montreal steak seasoning. Now, if you want, you can use cayenne pepper, red pepper flakes, whatever you want. Just something to give it a little spiciness. Or maybe if you don't like spicy, don't even use it. But I'm definitely sort of a spicy sort of guy, so 1 tablespoon of that. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix them all together, and I'm going to smoke them smoke the corned beef for maybe about a couple hours. I want to get it up to about 180 degrees. And let's see what happens. Just a change of pace from the normal boiled corned beef. Smoked maple syrup corned beef. So let me whip these ingredients all together and rub them onto the corned beef. All right, well, I whisked together the ingredients. So now, here, a little bit of it spills. See how it tastes. Yeah, definitely that maple flavor sticks out. That's what I want. Gotta see. Let's see how maple plays against the corned beef and with the other ingredients. So what I'm going to do is just going to apply my rub and get the smoker ready and let her go for, as I say, 2 hours. But give it a nice cover coating here. Okay, the coals are ready, and as you can see, I got them along the sides of the grill. And the reason being is because I'm going to heat I'm going to put the corned beef in the middle, and it'll be indirect heat. So let me put this here. That's right. That's where it's going to be in the middle. Oh, I got plenty of leftover. Let me give a final coating. And what I plan to do is let it stay on this indirect heat for a couple of hours. And one last thing here before I put the lid on. Cherry wood. Give it a little extra sweetness. Smoky sweetness. Uh-oh. Come on. It ain't going to smoke if it ain't on the coal. There we go. Okay. One on each side. A little chunk. And then finally, just cover it up. Now, I think this will be at about 300 degrees. I give it a couple of hours. I'm going to take a temperature at that time in 2 hours. And what I'm looking for is for it to be 180 degrees internal temperature. So, we'll be back in 2 hours. It is now 2 hours later, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this Weber grill, kettle grill, for keeping the temperature at almost exactly 300 degrees for the whole 2 hours. That kind of impressed me. All right. Anyway, the big thing here is what's the internal temperature of it. So let's take a look. The moment of truth. And oh yeah, that definitely looks cooked. All right, but let's see. The big thing here is what's the internal temperature. So let's take that. It got to get it up to 180. 180. 180. I got 175. Let's take it another part. I might have to leave this in here a little longer. Yep. Okay. Let me just try one more place. If I see one more 180. You know what? I'm going to let it cook for about 10 more minutes. Just give it an extra 10 minutes. It was just under 180. Let's just give it another 10 minutes. You know what? I thought maybe 10 minutes wasn't quite enough time, so I doubled it. I gave it 20 minutes. And so it is 20 minutes later now. And I got to tell you something on this Weber grill. I'm impressed as hell. Not only did it maintain the temperature at around just over 300 degrees for a full 2 hours, but when I put the lid back on 20 minutes ago, very quickly it popped right back up to 300 degrees, and it's been there for the last almost 20 minutes. So, gotta say I'm impressed by it. And by the way, I'm not making any money from Weber for that. It's just a point of fact here. All right, now let's take a look at the smoked maple syrup corned beef. It sure looked good last time, so I know it looks good. Ooh, you know, one thing I like before I take the temperature, look at that bubbling in there. It just looks so good. This definitely looks better than a boiled corned beef. We're going to find out how it tastes. But let me do a temperature check here. And let's see. All right, that shows there we're at it. 180. Let me do one more temperature check, just to double check on it. Yeah, that's definitely 180. All right, we're fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the corned beef off the grill where it's been sitting, smoking on indirect heat for the last 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I'm going to just let it sit for about 20 minutes. That's what you want to do. All right, it's been sitting for 20 minutes, so the heat inside. The internal temperature is nicely distributed in there. Now let's take a look at what it looks like inside. Oh, look at that! Look, I don't know if you can see those juices kind of boiling, coming out. All right. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, look at this. Can you see this? A nice pink color. So I'm going to cut several slices off. Oh yeah, it's just, it looks good. It looks good. Now the most important thing, the taste test. Okay, here it is, the crucial taste test. Let's see how it tastes compared to boiled. Okay, definitely better than boiled. Oh my, let me. What I like about it, it's got this kind of nice caramelized surface that you don't get when you boil. You know, when you just boil it, you don't get that caramelized surface. Definitely sweeter. Excellent. Oh my God, this is so good. Yeah, I'll still boil the corned beef in the future, but not nearly as much. This definitely I'm going to. In fact, next week for sure I'm going to be smoking more maple syrup corned beef. Mm. You know what? It's so good that normally I put mustard on the corned beef when I boil it. No, the taste. I don't want to cover that taste. It's so good. I'm just going to use the mustard only on the boiled cabbage here. So that's how good it is. You definitely want to check this out. Just remember, until at least, maybe longer, but until at least next Tuesday, you're going to have the corned beef point. Look for the green label on sale for $1.99 a pound at Aldi. So you definitely want to grab it while it's still available. I'm going to get this weekend. I'm going to get at least 2, maybe 4 more of these. Stock up on them. You know, they'll last you several months when they're all packed. Possibly after next Tuesday they'll have it for another week, because the 17th, yeah, it could well be another week, but don't take a chance on it. If you're watching this video, today is the March 5th, so you've got until 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, until March 9th. For sure, you can get them at Aldi's. And if you don't see them at one Aldi's, check another one. They're different. Sometimes Aldi's runs out of one, they might have it at another, but you oh my God, this is so good. You know what? It just changes the whole thing about the corned beef. It just like so much. Oh yeah. Not an overwhelming sweetness, but man, this is a winner. This is a great idea, if I do say so myself. Believe me, I never made this before. This is my first time, and it definitely won't be the last. I'll definitely be making at least 2 or 3 more, smoking 2 or 3 more corned beefs next week this way. So let me get back to my eating. I'm hungry. This is so damn good. I can't believe it.